It's time to call the meeting to order. Is everybody ready to come to order? Is everybody ready to come to order? Okay, well, most are. Hello, everyone. It's the 18th of October. Everybody got their Christmas list started? I have a couple of things up here today if you want to stop by later. We have some R&J detail catalogs in case you want to stop by one. Rick, of course, will be at the show. And you O&S scalers, Mr. Muffin Trains having his annual show here. It's been in the information update the last couple of weeks. And then, of course, if you want to sign up to help with the show, we hardly have room for anybody left, but oh, well, there's a new sheet right here that we can fill up. So stop by if you'd like to volunteer. Mainly what we need right now are people to help dealers unload at 7 a.m. Good chance to get up early and get your day going before the traffic and the parking lot fills up. And then we need a few people to stay afterwards and help clean up the mess. And with that said, let's move along here. We have some new members, and we have one of those new members is here today. Everybody meet Dennis Blum. Hey, welcome. Nice to see you. Greg and Barbara Heck are back from, they traveled during the summertime and they've returned and now they're here with us again. Who else is here we haven't seen lately? Rob Toller, of course, is here. He usually is online, but he's here today. Kent. Where'd Kent? There's Kent. Kent hasn't been here in a couple of meetings. Nice to see you all. Okay. Welcome the other new members. One of these new members, Clifton Stanton, has lived in this area for quite a while and was formerly a member, but has rejoined. So we'll hope to see him in a meeting soon. I think we covered this all right. Hello. Minutes from the last meeting. He's got him. He's got him here. He's racing to find him.
I make a motion that we accept the minutes as posted.
Second.
Thank you, Kent. I know Rick especially appreciates it. Rick tells me he's got new hearing aids and he can't hear anything. So
Yeah.
if you want to speak with Rick, get in his face
I
too.
did second it. I didn't see who seconded the motion. Yeah.
Kent made the most. Who seconded it? Bob. Yeah. You know, Bob, I don't know how to spell his last name, but you might. All those in favor of approving the minutes as posted on the website? Any opposed? Russ, that okay with you?
It's everyone's happy. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, Mike, it's time for the money.
Amen. We'll make it as short as possible. On the expense side this month, any questions on the financial report for this month? Okay.
All those in favor of approving Mike's report?
Aye.
Oh, I forgot to have a motion. That's okay. Sounds like everybody approves mine.
Whatever.
Let's move along to committee reports, and since you're here,
All right.
member welfare. It says none, but unfortunately, that's not true.
Yep, I was all ready to stand here and say we did well this month until I got a phone call about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago from Mr. Steve Lasher. Steve had a heart attack this past Thursday. Luckily in the hospital for just one night. He's home now. In fact, he's online here now. So he's had a rough time, he said, for like 24 hours and doing much better now. But he would appreciate everybody's thoughts and prayers as he progresses here. So that kind of broke our string on the nun. Yeah, there he is.
Hey, Steve.
I think his thing is locked up. His connection.
Yeah, I just lost the mic as soon as as soon as you said that. There he is.
So that's okay. We did mention him, and like I said, it's why we do these things so everybody knows what's going on. And as I always say, if you hear of anything, such as what phone call I got this morning, please let us know. Either myself or even someone on the board, so that nobody feels like people don't care, you know. But if we don't know about it, we don't know about it. So please, if you hear of a member with an issue, let us know. Thanks.
Thank you, Mike. It's time to get steamy, Barry.
That's right, and that's an awesome photograph. Narrow gauge steam. So before we get started though, Al Goodman's here today, and Al, you won the prototype photograph first place last month, so come on down. I'm gonna present that to you. Congratulations on a great photograph.
Thank you.
Good. Now smile for another photograph.
All right, thank you.
And here's an envelope and put it in. You are welcome. Steam engines is the topic of the day, and we had some unusual prototypes this time, which I love when folks bring in some things we don't normally see in this part of the country, which is good. So for honorable mention, we actually have two folks that are first time entrants, and one of them is Scott Britt, and his was CB.
Sean Britt.
Oh, Sean, excuse me. Oh, I made a typo there.
He's a
Sean?
member of the Southern Indiana.
What was that again?
He's a member of the Southern Indiana.
Of Southern Indiana.
Excellent.
So Sean has a beautiful rendition of CB&Q 502 there, switching the industries. Bob Frankwell, a big old steam engine, old time steamer in the backyard there. And then John Hilton, Norfolk and Western Class A, number 121, beautiful favorite of many of ours. Okay, so let's go on to the winners for today. We had third place, Ed Brennan, famous pike in model railroad history is the Gory and Defeated. And this is a steam engine that Ed did in honor of that wonderful, wonderful railroad. Second place is from out west, Steve Lasher's Santa Fe's Finest. So congratulations, Steve, for a beautiful job. A prototype we don't normally see a lot of. And then first place is another first time entry at Scott Griggs. And we're in S scale here, UP 9000 class 412-2. That's a whole lot of drivers going around the curves. So come on down. Oh, absolutely wonderful. So lots of stuff on the show and tell, and including Scott's thing. I'm trying to hold this right side up for you. You bet. You are welcome. We'll get a picture of you.
Thank you.
Awesome job. And here's an envelope for you to.
Scott, why don't you say a couple of words about your locomotive there?
Please, that sounds great.
People who didn't read his entry understand what he did.
Yes.
Hey, Scott.
Yes, sir.
There, so the microphone. Hey, thank you.
Sure. Well, I model in S gauge, so if you want something that's not available, you have to make it yourself. So I'm a mechanical engineer, so I like to design things. It's kind of opportunity to be creative, and I designed a model of that engine, the 9000 class Union Pacific. It was designed in Fusion 360, which is a CAD program, and then 3D printed by commercial printing services and put together. So anyway, you can go look at it after the show, and if you have any questions, just let me know.
What do you know about prototype?
Well, there were 88 that were built by Alco for the Union Pacific. They were in service. The first ones went in service in 1926, and I think they ran until the early to mid 50s. That's a model of the fifth class. It's the second to last prototype, 9086. I think they were originally in service over the heaviest grades, and then when they got the engines like the Challengers that were a little better from a maintenance standpoint, those went to like Kansas and Nebraska, and sort of between Council Bluffs and Cheyenne. So yeah.
Very cool.
Hey, Hey, Scott. Scott,
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Russ here out in Never Never Land. Was that the class that had the center cylinder?
Yes. Yeah, I
and it-
should have mentioned that. It's a three-cylinder prototype. And my model doesn't attempt to have the three-cylinder motion. This has a Bresley valve gear that's on the front you can look at, but it doesn't move or anything. But yeah,
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry, you had a question.
If it doesn't move, you already answered my question. I was wondering what kind of track rate
Oh.
you had to have.
I designed it for 54-inch diameter. Which S gauge American Fire, that's considered kind of wide radius. My layout has, I think I've got 84-inch radius diameter. So I've got pretty broad diameter, and that engine runs real well. It likes that to run on the layout.
Beautiful. You could put 4 N-scale layouts in that.
Yeah. S gauge was not very space efficient.
Thank you. Nice work.
Thank you.
Hey, and Ron,
Yes, Russell.
well, can everybody twist Scott's arm that sometime we come over and see all this in person?
Sure, absolutely. My layout isn't scenic. I don't have any trees on it, but it runs pretty well. So
I think it might be appropriate for the meetings and programs chairman to contact Scott directly. Just saying.
Just saying. Okay.
All right, we got a green light on that one. That's good.
Go ahead, Barry.
So coming up in November is displays. It can be any size. It can be a module or a T-track. It could be a display that you built separately and then later added to your layout. But it can't just be a scene on your layout. That's not what we're looking for. It needs to be something that either has been or is currently a standalone type thing. So that's coming up for next month. Now we're going to spend a few minutes talking about some ideas that our board brought to the contest committee this past month to improve the contest. And we have 3 areas to update the rules for improvements that we'd like to present to the membership and then open it up for discussion. And board members and committee members here today, please feel free to chime in with your thoughts as well. So the first thing is we are blessed to have 2 NMRA 100% clubs as part of Division 8. And some of the folks that are members of those clubs do not live let's see, I have to say this right, are members of another division, but they live in our counties. Did I say that right?
Not exactly.
Okay. It's confusing.
They don't live within Division 8 counties,
Okay.
but they participate in a 100% club within Division 8,
It's within our areas, yeah.
which is the K&I, of course, in the Southern Indiana Railroad.
Okay. So it's a Division 8 100% club in our area, even if the members do not live in one of our counties. So we would widen participation in the contest. We are widening that to folks in that situation. We have a few in that situation. Okay, the second area is a big change, and that is instead of allowing people to enter models that are not their work, we would tighten things up and say that when you enter a photo in the photo contest or a model in one of the model contests, it does need to be your work. So that helps in a lot of ways. First of all, it helps us all to improve our work as modelers. And secondly, it helps us not to get into trouble with things that are copyrighted by another person, such as a photo that's copyrighted or that type of thing. So we're going to do questions and answers in just a minute. So the third change is actually just an editorial change. We took the word "an individual" and specified it any individual eligible to enter the contest. If you are eligible to enter, then you are eligible to vote in the contest as well. So that just clarifies that. Okay, let's go ahead and have some discussion, Bob.
Number 5. How much of the work must be of the exhibition?
So some of the times we enter things that actually are out of the box. And so if it's out of the box, as long as it's out of your box, then that qualifies with zero actual modeling involved. And in other cases, of course, we have scratch built items like we saw today.
Number 5 mostly applies to photographs. I mean, obviously, you know, today's contest winner was not printed by Scott. He had it printed professionally, but he did all the other work himself. So of course that qualifies. What this means is you can't photograph somebody's locomotive off or get a picture off the internet or build a locomotive in AI and submit it as a contest entry. You have to own, there has to be some ownership involved.
So next time you check in at our website, you will see each one of these changes there.
And of course, anytime you have a question about the contest, all you gotta do is send up a smoke signal to Division 8 and somebody from the contest committee will get back to you. Sometimes it requires, sometimes the contest committee has to meet to discuss these things.
Right.
But we'll get back to you right away to let you know. We'll get back to you soon. Anything else, Barry?
No, and thank you all very much for hashing it all out. We appreciate it. Have a good afternoon.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, Barry.
Okay, it's time to talk about more meetings and programs. Russ Weiss.
I think he's here. Hey, guys, so after the break, our own Mike Berry will be giving us highlights of his and Teresa's trip to Switzerland earlier this year. And I know he's going to have some really, really neat shots and tales for us. So don't linger at the water fountain. So then next month,
Next month, yes.
yeah, it's a blank, a big question mark. No, we're going to have Dave Martinelli. Dave is up in the Pittsburgh area, and I'll have to get maybe him to send me a picture of him and maybe his first slide on his presentation. Dave likes to do more phone calling than emailing, so I'll see if I can track him down. But Dave and one of his buddies are supposed to come in come in town and hopefully not get too drunk downtown visiting all the bourbon sites. So he's supposed to be here in person next month to give his presentation. So I think it should be fun. So with that, that's all I have, Ron. I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Thank you, Russell. And don't forget, it's coming right up here. Our 35th year, and I don't know how many train shows, but November 15th, as Mike mentioned, if you buy an advance ticket, you have a chance to win a $50 Scale Reproductions gift card. They're only $6, and it helps the cause. 28 days away, according to the screen here. Any questions about the show? Can't wait. Gonna be fun. Oh, here's our 1920, or excuse me, it's the 20s already. 2025 Christmas party comes up December 6th. If you get the pie card on November 1st, you can find a link there to buy a ticket, which is $16 for you and your spouse or any guests that you'd like to bring. So look for that in the pie card. And of course, it'll be in the information, the link will be in the information update between now and the Christmas party. It'll be at the Corner Cafe where it's been the last several years. Gather at 4:30, as it says here. Buffet dinner promptly at 5:30. And after dinner, we will present the 2025 Silver Spike Award to one of our members, a deserving member. And then we'll have a brief program taking a look at what we did in 2025 for everybody's enjoyment. Look forward to seeing everybody there. And now we take a short 5-minute break. It's 2:00 and 27 minutes. Let's regather. Since we're a little ahead, let's be a sport and gather back here at 2:35 for Mike's presentation.